All right, guys, I'm out and about and I have the time to record it, so I got another idea on my mind, another thought on my mind about what I want to talk about today. So we're going to call this one the Divine Feminine. Not everyone that says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven. Only those that do the will of my Father who is in heaven. So what does that mean to you? I'm going to give you a second to think that one out here. Okay. So what that means to me is you got the Father who's in heaven. You've got men who are being asked and tasked to have his essence, to have that Father energy, to be concerned about not only our families, but our community. Not only our community, but the world. But as I talked about in one of my other videos, which I talked about strong men create good times, is the name of the video. You will see that there are time periods where we start doing weird things, like we start getting into the divine feminine aspects of worship or our philosophy. And here's what happens. Here's what generally happens when we do that. And you can see it right now, what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and sit down. I've been walking around. I want these guys getting creeped out about me videoing. So here's what happens. We take on the concept that women are geared to be leaders. And when I say leaders, I'm not saying strong people with their own opinions, their own philosophies. I'm saying handing the reins over of leadership in society. So when you take a look around in society, who do you see in charge? Do you see men or do you see women? So that's what we have. We have a society where we're actually men are in charge of society, but what's being taught is that women are exactly like men. They function the same, therefore they should be doing the same things as men. They should be working. Uh, Men can stay at home, take care of the kids, or men can do this or that. They can. Let's switch. Hey, I got an idea. Let's switch. Let's switch roles. So how's that going for us so far? Right? The divorce rate is through the roof. Men are constantly being accused of doing things that, when you look at the stats, it's actually the opposite. So men are being accused of domestic violence, but it's clearly, you look at the stats and you see that if two females are married together, they are the highest incidence of domestic violence. We do have the highest incidence of, say, murder. However, when you look at the stats, women are more likely to abuse or kill infants and the elderly. So I guess the stuff rolls downhill, you could say, right? The weakest person ultimately gets the short end of that stick. But we really need to get to a different place, folks. Different place altogether. And here's the place. We need to teach men. I think there might be a natural propensity for everything to settle in if men take the reins of their own self-control and get to it. So what I would say is the fellowship helps you to rise above emotion. It helps you to do something other than what you're doing right now. You're reacting to these phantasms. And here's the phantasm. Here's the ghost that's attacking you. That somehow women are going to create damage to you somehow. And by you buying into that, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You actually buy into it and you end up destroying yourself through the process of being challenged by these phantoms. All you really need to do is hold your male frame, masculine frame, and say, "Yeah, no, I'm not part of your system. I'm not. I have my own religion. Thank you." It may seem misogynistic. It may seem prideful, and yet it's biblical. Men are supposed to lead, and at the end of the day, women will get very irritated with you if you don't. They will be problematic for you if you don't. So that's what I call the divine feminine. It's basically goddess worship that we keep falling back into throughout history, and it may feel good for a time, but it definitely doesn't lead to anything that you're going to want on the back end. So this is my recommendation for the week. Concentrate on what you might be doing to fall into this trap of feminine worship, feminine goddess worship. Return to the Father, right? Do the will of the Father. You see if people will do your will as the Father in your household. And if not, this might not be the time to be married. I don't know. It's a crazy time, but I know one thing: is it's not a time to bail out on being a man of God. Right? So anyway, this is Lawrence for Fellowship of the Father. I hope you find this useful, and we could definitely support each other as men. We're not going to be enabling each other to do stupid things and be victims. We're definitely working towards bigger and better at Fellowship of the Father, and I hope you found this useful. And that's it for today. So you hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.